Countdown. We've been doing it since Monday, and we play the number one song tomorrow night, New Year's Eve at 6 o'clock. This is Harry Scott. Nick Abbott's going to be here at 2 to continue the countdown. Oasis then at number 152. Before that, Radiohead, Creep. Number 153. Before that, Otis Redding, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. At number 154. On the way, music for you from Squeeze. Elvis Costello, Talk, though. The Doors are next.
You've never seen a PC sale like Tiny's. Save hundreds of pounds on a range of brilliant Tiny systems, all with an Intel Pentium 3 processor. My Tiny PC has a colour printer, scanner, DVD drive and great software. Others have a CD rewriter or even a desk and chair. You'll save a fortune at the Tiny PC sale.
Feel good about your PC at Tiny.
He's so thin on top, I can see what's on his mind. When he gets a haircut, he really does get a haircut. Oh, my sides are splitting. If you find these remarks as funny as I do, maybe you should try new Regain Extra Strength for Men, which is only available from pharmacies. Regain containing minoxidil is the only medically proven hereditary hair loss treatment. And although results may vary, with continuous use it's effective for most men. You can even regrow over 40% more hair than with regular strength, and you could see results in only 8 weeks, by which time you really will be laughing. But don't just take my word for it. For information on Regain Extra Strength, call 0345 004 500. Oh, and always read the label.
Turkey, you can stuff it. Christmas decorations, you can hang 'em. New Year, same old lang syne. Well, how do you prefer CDs from $1.99, videos and games from $2.99, and DVDs from only $7.99? It's all there at the HMV Millennium Clear-Out. So chuck that thermal vest and get yourself what Santa forgot. CDs from $1.99, videos and games from $2.99, and DVDs from just $7.99. The Millennium Clear-Out at HMV. Top dog for music, videos and games.
My stomach growls like a caged animal as I move slowly toward my prey, the light phyllo pastry cloaking the soft flesh of asparagus and tomato. My trembling hand wavers above them as I'm drawn by a fresh target. Cheese and garlic bites, inviting me to pounce, unleashing a primeval craving never seen before. Well, not by selection of vegetarian party food, anyway.
Marks and Spencer. Make the most of it.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive.
$8 billion in 30 seconds. The crime of the millennium. Sean Connery.
Rule number 1. How do I know that you're not a cop?
I'm a thief.
And Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Well, rule number 2. Never trust a naked woman.
Entrapment.
No, actually it's called blackmail. Entrapment is what cops do to thieves.
Now available to rent on video.
You coming?
Take it home tonight from Blockbuster.
The Virgin Radio Millennium Countdown with our price.
The sound of the last 100 years.
FM 105.8.
Virgin.
You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Try now, we can only lose, and our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Try now, we can only lose, and our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. Yeah. You know that it will be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on 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 fire.
The Indians send signals from the rocks above the pass. The cowboys take position in the bushes and the grass. The squaw is with the corporal, she is tied against a tree. She doesn't mind the language, it's the beating she don't need. She lets loose all the horses when the corporal is asleep. And he wakes to find the fire's dead and arrows in his axe. And Davy Crockett rides around and says it's cool for cats, it's cool for cats. The Sweeney's doing 90 cause they've got the word to go. They get a gang of villains in a shed up at Heathrow. They're counting out the fivers when the handcuffs lock again. In and out at once with the numbers on their names. It's funny how the missus always looks a bleeding same. And meanwhile at the station there's a couple of likely lads who swear like how's your father, and they're very cool for cats, they're cool for cats. Change the mood a little, I've been posing down the pub. I'm seeing my reflection, I'm looking slightly rough. I fancy this, I fancy that, I wanna be so flash. I'll give a little muscle and I'll spend a little cash. But all I get is bitter and a nasty little rash. And by the time I'm sober I've forgotten what I've had. And everybody tells me that it's cool to be a cat, cool for cats. I think I've got a pull. I ask her lots of questions as she hangs onto the wall. I kiss her for the first time and then I take her home. I'm invited in for coffee and I give the dog a bone. She likes to go to discos but she's never on her own. I said I'll see you later and I'll give her some old chat. But it's not like they on the TV when it's cool for cats, it's cool for cats.
Definitely deserves a place in the Virgin Radio Millennium Countdown. Squeeze Cool for Cats, number 150. We're getting ever closer to that number one. Elvis Costello, Oliver's Army, number 149. On the way then, something from Talk for you.
Don't start the talking. I could talk all night. My mind was sleepwalking while I'm putting the world to right. Call careers information. Have you got yourself an occupation? All of us always here to stay. All of us always are on their way. And I would rather be anywhere else but here today. There was a checkpoint, Charlie. It didn't crack a smile, but it's no laughing party when you've been on the murder mile. Only takes one itch a trigger, one more widow, one less white nigger. All of us always here to stay. All of us always are on their way, and I would rather be anywhere else right here today. Hong Kong is up for grabs. London is full of abs. We could be in Palestine, overrun by a Chinese line, with the boys from the Mersey and the Thames and the Tyne. But there's no danger. It's a professional career, though it could be arranged. We're just awaiting Mr. Churchill's here. If you're out of luck or out of work, we could send you to Johannesburg. All of us always here to stay. All of us always are on their way, and I would rather be anywhere else right here today. And I would rather be anywhere else right here today. And I would rather be anywhere else right here today.
It's My Life. Number 148 on the Virgin Radio Millennium Countdown. It's very dangerous, this countdown. It's making me want to go and buy all those classic albums that I don't have. You can win the top 50 albums yourself by listening out for Duran Duran Rio. I haven't played it, so I believe it's fair to assume that Nick Abbott will be playing it this afternoon, some point after 2. When you hear it, give him a call. It's 0500 30 12 15. So Nick here after 2. Continuing the countdown with number 147. So I played 148, which means I've got a bit of time left. Not the slickest. So I'm going to play something which has absolutely nothing to do with the countdown. This is not part of the countdown, but I'm one record short. And I would be in such trouble with Nick if I nicked his first record. I wouldn't dare do it, even if it is a Season of Goodwill. You don't want to cross that, man. This is appropriate. Tom Jones, Keris Matthews, Baby It's Cold Outside. I repeat, this has nothing whatsoever to do with the Millennium Countdown. I just fancied playing it.
I really can't stay.
But baby, it's cold outside.
I've got to go away.
Oh, baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has been
hoping that you drop
so
in.
very nice.
I'll hold your hands. They're just like
My mother
ice.
will start to worry.
Beautiful, what's your
My
hurry?
father will be pacing the floor.
Listen to that fireplace.
So really, I'd better scurry.
Oh, beautiful, please don't hurry.
Maybe just a half
Why
a drink
don't you
more.
put some records on while I
The
pour?
neighbors might think.
Oh, baby, it's bad out there.
Say what's in this
But
drink.
there's no cabs to be had out there.
I wish I knew how
Your eyes are like
to
starlight.
break this spell.
I'll take your hat, your hair looks
I ought
swell.
to say no, no, no,
Mind
sir.
if I move a little
At
closer?
least there will be, that I tried.
What's the sense of hurting my
I
pride?
really can't stay.
Baby, don't hold out.
Oh, but it's cold outside. I simply must go.
Oh, baby, it's cold outside.
The answer is no.
You know it's cold outside.
This welcome has been
I'm lucky that you dropped
so
in.
nice and warm.
Look out the window. Ah, that's
My
gone.
sister will be suspicious.
Oh, your lips look
My
delicious.
brother will be there at the door.
Like waves upon a tropical
My
shore.
maiden aunt's mind is vicious.
Your lips are
Or
delicious.
maybe just a cigarette more.
Never such a blizzard.
I've got to go home.
Oh, baby, you would freeze out there.
Say lend me a coat.
You know it's up to your knees out there.
You've really been
I thrill
grand.
when you
But
touch my
don't
hand.
you see?
How can you do this thing to me?
To be taught tomorrow.
Making my life long
At
so.
least there will be plenty in
If
plan.
you call me for
Really can't stay. Bloody freezing, isn't it?
Tom Jones, Keris Matthews. It's cold outside on Virgin Radio. Nothing whatsoever to do with the countdown. However, Nick Abbott is next, and he restarts the countdown from number 147. This is Harriet back tomorrow afternoon. In fact, from 2. doing the last lot and playing you the number one song on the Virgin Radio Millennium Countdown. Enjoy.
The Dixon sale is on now with our lowest ever sale prices. Here's the lowdown. They're lower in Wilmslow and Hounslow and Harlow and Lothian in the Lowlands, and lo and behold, they're lower in Lowestoft too. In fact, they're lower all over. But hurry, it's starting with a host of extra offers that must end New Year's Eve at the Dixon sale.
Mr. Johnny Vaughan and Lisa Tarbuck.
So what sort of a New Year's Eve are you planning then, Vaughnie?
Well, I thought I'd invite along a whole house full of friends and guests, meet up just after midnight, play some really fun games, get on down to some excellent music, and generally have about 8.5 hours of top-notch cheapery and gigs.
Hey, that sounds like a brilliant party, Vaughnie.
Party? Lisa, that's the running order of the TV show we're doing.
Really? What an amusing misunderstanding.
Join the biggest breakfast ever and you could write off your debts, courtesy of Jungle.com, live 12:30 at night till 9 a.m. New Year's Day on Channel 4.
I feel free.
When you're ready to quit smoking, you can now do it in a brand new sugar-free way. Nicotinell's unique new lozenge means that to everyone else, you're simply popping a sweet in your mouth, one you don't even have to chew. But to you, you're on a minty-tasting sugar-free road to freedom. For independent, friendly help and advice on how to stop smoking with Nicotinell's Mint with the Go, call Quit Counsellors on 0800 917 3333. Nicotinell Mint 1mg lozenges contain nicotine. Always read the label. Requires willpower. Ask your pharmacist for advice.
I feel free.
The Harrods sale begins on Wednesday the 5th of January at 9 a.m. To take advantage of the many reductions available, Harrods is offering account customers an exclusive preview of the sale today and on Tuesday the 4th of January, where you'll be able to reserve goods in sound and vision, furniture, silverware, and major household appliances. What's more, on Saturday the 8th of January, account customers will receive an additional 10% saving on selected sale and non-sale items. There is only one Harrods, there is only one sale.
What's it like to kill someone?
I feel very sick, very empty inside. But I still find it hard to sort of live with myself at the moment. I've got a considerable amount of time in prison. It's really upset my wife and kids. My younger two children don't understand why I'm in here. They keep saying, apologise and they let you come home. They don't quite realise what I've done. This is my worst regret, taking another human being's life.
Please, don't drink and drive.
From Sky across London, this is Virgin News.
At 2 o'clock, George Harrison is said to be recovering well in hospital in Reading after an intruder tried to stab him to death at his home near Henley early this morning. Doctors now say that the former Beatle and his wife Olivia had suffered superficial wounds. A man who's thought to come from Liverpool has been arrested on suspicion of attempted murder. A newspaper in Dublin says the terror group behind the Omagh bombing has doubled in size. The Examiner says the real IRA has now recruited a senior IRA figure who knows the location of many arms dumps. The gala opening night at the Millennium Dome in London has turned into a fiasco over the failure to deliver security passes to thousands of guests. 2/3 are still waiting for their invitations, and the firm handling the tickets has been sacked. England appear to have thrown away their chance of victory in the third test against South Africa in Durban. Batsman Gary Kirsten's caused the most damage, reaching 223, only the third South African in history to hit a double century. A few moments ago, South Africa were 494 for 5. And the UK weather this afternoon, dull and wet over England and Wales, much drier in Scotland and Northern Ireland, with afternoon temperatures between 6 and 9 degrees. Virgin News, I'm Chris Whitehead.
The Virgin Radio Millennium Countdown with our price. The records that rock the world. FM 105.8.
Away. Haven't changed, had much to say, but man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were at was where you could be found. Told them you were living downtown, driving all the old men crazy. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. You know that chick that used to dance a lot? Every night she'd be on the floor shaking what she'd got. Man, when I tell you she was cool, she was red hot. I mean, she was steaming. And that time over at Johnny's place, well, this chick got up and she slapped Johnny's face. Man, we just fell about the place. If that chick don't wanna know, forget her. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town. 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 Spread the word around. Guess who's back in town? You spread the word around. Friday night they'll be dressed to kill down at Dino's Bar and Grill. The drink will flow and blood will spill. And if the boys wanna fight, you better let them. That jukebox in the corner blasting out my favorite song. The nights are getting warmer, it won't be long. Won't be long till summer comes. Now that the boys are here again. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. 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 Spread the word around. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. The boys are back.
Virgin Radio.
I had no choice but to hear you. You stated your case time and again. I thought about it. You treat me like I'm a princess. I'm not used to lying that. You ask how my day was. You've already won me over in spite of me. And don't be alarmed if I fall head over feet. And don't be surprised if I love you for all that you are. I couldn't help it. It's all your fault. Your love is thick and it's swallowed Oh, you're so much braver than I gave you credit for. That's not lip service. You've already won me over in spite of me. And don't be alarmed if I fall head over feet. And don't be surprised if I love you for all that you are. I couldn't help it. It's all your fault. You are the bearer of unconditional things. You held your breath and the door for me. Thanks for your patience. You're the best listener that I've ever met. You're my best friend with benefits. What took me so long? I've never felt this healthy before. I've never wanted something rational. I am aware now. I am aware now. You've already won me over in spite of me. And don't be alarmed if I fall head over feet. And don't be surprised if I love you for all that you are. I couldn't help it. It's all your fault. You've already won me over in spite of me. And don't be alarmed if I fall head over feet. And don't be surprised if I love you for all that you are. I couldn't help it. It's all your fault. La, la, yeah, I couldn't help it. It's all your fault.
The Virgin Radio Millennium Countdown. The songs you voted for.
Gunpowder in pocket. Gunpowder, I'm gonna use it. Intention of feeling mental. Gonna make you notice. Got motion, restrained emotion. I've been driving, detour leaning. No reason, just seems so pleasing. Gonna make you notice. Gonna use my arms, gonna use my legs, gonna use my style, gonna use my side step, gonna use my fingers, gonna use my imagination. No one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me. I got rhythm, I can't miss a beat. I got a new skank, got something. When can I tell? Gonna make you notice. Gonna use my arms, gonna use my legs, gonna use my style, gonna use my side self, gonna use my fingers, gonna use my imagination. Cause I gonna make you see there's nobody else here, no one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me, cause I gonna make you see there's nobody else here, no one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me.
Good afternoon, this is Virgin Radio. I'm Nick Abbott and we continue the count. The Boys Are Back in Town by Thin Lizzy at 147. Head Over Feet, Alanis Morissette. At 146 and 145, Brass in Pocket by The Pretenders. As we count down the top 500 greatest songs, as voted for by you, we are giving away sets of the top 50 CDs every now and again. The next track to listen out for will be Rio by Duran Duran. As soon as you hear it on Virgin, you should give us a call straight away, 0500 30 12 15, and those 50 CDs could be yours. Thanks to Our Price, #1 for great value CDs. This is Virgin Radio. Not the last you'll hear from this band in our list.
Martin Luther in the game of life. Andy Kaufman in the wrestling match. Monopoly 21, checkers and chess. Mr. Fred Lassie in a breakfast mess. Let's play Twister, let's play Risk. I'll see you in heaven if you make this. Now Andy, did you hear about this one? Tell me, are you locked in the punch? Andy, are you goofing on Elvis too, baby? Are we losing touch? If you believe they put a man on the moon, man on the moon. If you believe there's nothing up his sleeve, then nothing is cool. Moses went walking with the staff of wood. Newton got mean by the apple. Egypt was troubled by the horrible asp. Mr. Charles Darwin had the glass. Now, Andy, did you hear about this one? Tell me, are you locked in the punch? Hey, Andy, are you goofing on Elvis? Hey, baby, are you having fun? If you believe they put a man on the moon, man on the moon. If you believe there's nothing up his sleeve, nothing is cool. Believer, here's a little ghost for the offering. Here's a truck stop instead of St. Peter's. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mr. Andy Kaufman's gone wrestling. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now, Andy, did you hear about this one? Tell me, are you locked in the pond? Hey, Andy, are you goofing on Elvis, baby? Are we losing tough? If you believe they put a man on the moon, man on the moon. If you believe there's nothing up their sleeve, then nothing is cool.
Virgin Radio.
Moving on the floor now, babe, you're a bird of paradise. Cherry ice cream.
last we'll hear from this band either. Rio, Duran Duran, Man on the Moon. We're at number 143 in the top 500. And this was a track that I told you to listen out for. We're giving away sets of the top 50 CDs from our Millennium Countdown on Virgin Radio. Let's take one of these lines that all of which started flashing within about 2 seconds when we started the track. Line.